So Revive, I'm going to pick up the pace here a little bit. Revive is kind of a unique one because it's good in chlorine up to about 25 parts per million, which actually we kind of got pigeonholed as a green to clean because you can obliterate a pool with chlorine, which we said isn't necessarily a good thing, and Revive will still perform for you. So after hurricane cleanups and stuff like that, it was really popular to use it for that. If you notice, we've got Startup Cleanup and Revive Weekly. It's the same product. How you apply it determines the results. So if you're troubleshooting, the spray is more effective at grabbing contaminants out of the water because as you spray it, it creates kind of like a chemical net. And as it drops down, it grabs all the stuff that we talked about: phosphates, scaling carbonates, stray metals, organics, dead and dying algae. Grabs all those, pulls it out, it drops it down to the bottom, so you can either vacuum it to waste or just vacuum it through the filter. Um, you might have to clean your filter after you do that, though, just because the contaminant load that comes out usually is kind of impressive. This is the preventative maintenance. It does it the same way, except you're adding just a little bit a week per 10,000 gallons. It grabs those things and pulls it out through the filter. So if you've ever had to use Revive to fix a pool, get them on Revive Weekly to prevent the need for having them to fix the pool in the future.
And it's really surprising how many of you have Revive but not Revive Weekly. We've done a lot of reports in the last, like, say, 6 months or so, that even though Revive Weekly's been out for 4 years or 5 years now, that there's a lot of people that still rely on Revive. And look, we love that you rely on Revive. We really do. Um, but there's also something to consider, that Revive Weekly being the exact same thing, except for the instructions, the bottle, and the cost. It's actually less per quart. And so if you're dealing with people that don't have a way to vacuum to waste, or maybe they have a cartridge filter, or maybe they don't have a manual vacuum, or all the other things, this is a product that you can use slowly to get to the same results as Revive without having to say, okay, spray this over the top and then wait and then let it vacuum. Because some people have this aversion to using a flocculating product, or a flocking product, because they've done it before and they hate it, right? Where this is like, well, if you'd rather use it as a clarifier and just do it 3 or 4 times, you're going to get the same result. It's just not overnight, like the oh crap thing that we always talk about. Where you spray your Revive over the top of the pool, and the next morning the water's crystal clear, and they come out with their coffee and go, oh crap, this water looks great, right? You don't get that instant satisfaction that you do with Revive, but it is a lot easier for the consumer to use, right? So just my 2 cents there.
Just a couple final things on Revive. It's a non-petroleum product, so you really can't overdose it. I love the example. I was in a retail store, and homeowner came in, and the retailer said, this one, and she held up Revive Weekly, is man logic proof. What's man logic proof? Well, if you use just a cheapo blue clarifier, a lot of times it can cause water to get cloudier if you add too much of it, because just how it works. Because you can't overdose with Revive, it'll just work a little faster. So they bought the man logic proof one. She said that's how she sells it all day long. It works better in hot water. It works faster in hot water. It's still performing in cooler. It's just taking a little bit longer because nothing likes moving fast in cold water.